Hey Jar, what's up? It's Coach Mike. Just looking over some of these videos you've got here. Thank you very much for posting them to YouTube. This makes it super easy for me, and it will be easy for you to watch the feedback so I can go through one by one pretty quickly. So, starting off with the old PRs on the clean, this looks like a great lift. One thing that I notice is, um, it is a max lift, so I'm not going to pick apart too much technique here, but you just looked like you weren't quite ready for the catch. A lot of times lifting a weight that you maybe have never attempted before or just catching in competition, it just throws things off. So I don't like spending a lot of time critiquing max lifts because, again, it's a max lift. What I will do is spend more time critiquing the lower percentage lifts. So, again, this looked great. Not a lot to add to it. Same with the PR snatch here. This looks fantastic. Really awesome lift here. You've got good starting position, shoulders over the bar, knees pushed back. Little aggressive on the bending and the chin up, but that actually does help some people. So I do like seeing that. Looks like you got a good scoop, pulling the bar into the hips. Great extension. And then very solid catch and getting under there quickly and committing to it. So I have not one single thing to add to this lift. This looks fantastic. Very nice. And then as for the power clean plus 3 front squats and a jerk, the front squats and the split jerk look great. I'll spend more time talking about the power clean here in this one. And this is maybe some of the issues that you were talking about with the other one, how you tend to kind of fall under it. For some reason, when you power clean, your pull gets a little off. This is a little different from the other lifts I've seen. Your shoulders, as you can see, are a little closer to the bar than I'd like to see. I'd like to see your knees a little bit further back. You start to shove them back out of the way at the start, but from the beginning here, they look as if they're a little too far back, like right there. So anyways, what I see is once you get past the knees, you kind of rush it. And you can see here you're already starting to shrug without the arms fully extended rather than pulling back. You're kind of pulling up. It's taking a little bit of power from you. But overall, not a bad lift. It's more noticeable here in the hang power clean as it kind of pulls you out of position. And then on the jerk, good dip, great drive, very solid footwork. You recovered very quickly, which I like. I like seeing people as soon as they land to recover fast rather than kind of hanging out in the split, thinking for a minute and then standing up. So solid job here. Great lift. And then the hang power clean. Great start here, as you can see, coming off the ground, right? You get your feet slightly turned out, chest up, pulling the bar back into you. I mean, you've been trained well, obviously. This looks like a really good starting position. You get up and set. But then if I took it back, this is a little different. As you can see here, you're already starting to bend the knees a little bit. I want to see those knees still kind of shoved back when you go to extend, because what this does is it forces you, as you can see here, heels are up off the ground. You brought your hips to the bar instead of shifting the weight back and being a little more heel heavy as you extend. And it caused you to jump forward, which is going to make it really difficult to catch above parallel for a power clean. Again, so when you want to catch a power clean nice and strong, you need to make sure that you are pulling in an optimal upright position, because if you don't catch it upright, it's going to pull you forward and it's going to force you into a squat. So not that you're doing anything wrong, and not that there's anything wrong with being able to fall quickly down into a squat. That's actually something I spend more time with people, is teaching them how to comfortably fall into a squat, which is a complete opposite case for you. So that's actually a really good thing. I don't want you to think that you have that it's a bad tendency to fall down into a squat. We'll just get the positioning a little bit better on the power clean. We'll do some drills from the blocks, from the high blocks, from the high hang, just to get you used to that strong power position, that upright torso, so you can land nice and strong. As you can see, it made the front squat a little more difficult to come out of, mainly just because you caught it off balance. Not that it's super heavy for you. And then this hang clean looked a lot better. Pretty sure it was lighter weight. Yeah, so as you can see, compared to the last one, not as much hips forward, but still a little bit. So as you see here, your hips are still forward, heels are driving up, and you're kind of jumping from a toe, and it causes you to pull forward just a little bit. Pretty good lift there. And it just looked like you were more ready to land quickly and push back into the bar. Okay, and finally the ring muscle up practice. This looks really good. I like the drill that your boyfriend is helping you with, helping you work on that swing. I like that you're fully extending, reaching the toes out long, trying to make your body as long as possible, and scooping up with the toes. This is really good. One thing I want you to add to this, though, because you're swinging and then you're kind of just going straight into the muscle up, I want you to start practicing right here. Once the toes are as high as they can go, I want you to start pulling with the arms a little bit. So think about pulling the rings somewhat close to your chest or to your shoulders, okay? So once your feet are as high as they can go with this nice hollow body position, start pulling with the arms, and that'll get your hips closer to the rings. So next, all you have to do is the sit-up. As you see here, you start pulling a little bit. I want to see that a little bit sooner. The rings to the hips. And then as you can see there, he helped you. These legs, though, you need to control, tighten them up, and let them fall, and it'll help you rotate around, just like when you think about a bar muscle up. If you kip if you kip your body up high, and if you keep your feet up, your body doesn't want to rotate around the bar. In this case here, as soon as your legs dropped, your chest went forward, and that's a good thing. And then I'll do another example. Let me find the next one. So when you extend here too, this is that arch body position that I had you film and practice. I want you to think about the same thing. You should be squeezing the glutes, pushing the heels straight into the wall behind you, straighten the legs. I don't want to see any knee bend. And when you're in this position, push the rings away from you. So you should want to push the rings this way and the legs go this way. So you're kind of reaching out, trying to make your body long and extend. Right? You should feel it, tight muscles in your lower back and in your glutes. And then when you scoop up, your scoop looks fantastic. Very good. Just right there, I don't want to see this curve so much. I'd rather see you straight here like this. But that's good, pushing the rings out there. Try and get rid of this low back bend. Very good scoop. Pull the arms. Pull a little more. And then just let the legs fall, and you're there. You're very close, very, very, very close. This is good practice. I'm not going to add anything to you on this. I would say keep doing this and just add in the little notes that I just gave you from this video. All right, great job. I'll have this sent over here shortly.